Hello there and welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival, to a little creative session. This time it's not in Reforged, we're going back to the base game. And today I'm going to be working on Echo Point. It is a space station I worked on ages ago. It might even be about a year ago, or close to. I'd say about 9 months ago, and I finally got the itch to finish it off. And as this is going to be going on the workshop next month, I've decided, as it's getting to the state where I think I'm happy enough with it to put it up on there. Anyway, let's go through this base bit by bit. It's not completely done yet, it's very close to being done. So let's say you have just, you've come in your capital vessel, such as the Legacy B, which is not on the workshop and probably won't be because it's not actually worthy of it. But you've got a much better capital vessel, and you would teleport in right up here. In you come, and the sole purpose of this first floor, or first deck, or I don't know, what are we calling this? Deck 1, Deck 2, Deck 3? There's 3 sources basically to this vessel. This first one is merely for transport purposes only. Anyway, you come down here through this little tube, and you come into the sort of main area of the ship, or at least one of the 2 main areas. You've got this section here with 4 doors very close to you and 4 further away. Those ones further away are just for the outer sections of the ship. I have finished the lighting here and I do quite like it. There is one thing I was thinking of changing. By the way, what do you think of this? Pretty cool, right? Like glass floor. It's all optional though, because through here is nothing. I've also not finished texturing it either, so it's not quite done out here. But it's pretty cool. Yeah, in here, each of these has a purpose. So these 2 here, this has a garden. It has more up there as well. I believe it's 1836, 72? 72 grow plots, I think. Pretty extensive, I'd say. In here you've got a little lounge crew quarter area, is what it's meant to sort of be like. Toilet, shower, fridge. Loads of beds up here, so the idea is like a whole ship would come in and just yeah, use this area. I like the way I've sort of I guess textured it with, well, purely the shape of the block itself, and then use the colour to kind of emphasise it. I don't know if I should put a proper light in here or not. There's no flat surface here, that's the problem. I can just put this here as like a sort of night light, so you sort of, you know, it's meant to be always in the dark, I suppose. People are always going to be sleeping at different times, maybe. And then in here you've got a sort of operations, well, not operations room, that's not the right word. Kind of an engineering room, I suppose. You've got your pentaxia tank, you've got a furnace, you've got the input for the furnace. I like to do that sort of thing where it looks like it would be pouring into it. The shield generator is also housed in here too. And yeah, this room is complete. I'm pretty happy with it, it'll do. I know this isn't amazing. There is one thing I was thinking of changing. You see this little wavy thing I've done here, going up to the top? I was thinking of an alternative possibility. So, what are you? Yeah, you are carbon composite. Carbon composite, you shall stay. I was actually considering... Yeah, let's do that. Let's commit for now. Let us instead do something like this. I need to turn me a numlock on this game. I'm sure you've all experienced it, but oh boy, is it a pain, isn't it? Always having to remember to switch off numlock. Instead, we're going to go. That does not work. Would have to do it like that. Yeah. And then we would have to go this, that, but without one of those sides, please. Do you have one of those in stock? Oh, it would be nice if you did. Oh, that's too many. Too much going on there. That's not going to work. Simple as. Because the idea would be I'd do something like... Yeah. I don't even know what I was thinking there. I was thinking I could have it curving out and round, but I don't think it works that way. So no, you're going to stay as this. I'll correct that in my own time. Did you get what I was trying to go for here? It's actually kind of an out and inward, but that doesn't actually exist. No, you can do inwards, cool inward slopes, which we will see in a moment further down. But yeah, okay, cool. At least I know that solves that problem. I realise colour palette-wise, it's very plain, but not a lot goes with grey. You've kind of just got to leave grey on its own, I guess, and I think it kind of works. There's enough texturing going on here, enough lights. You've got a little bit of the light blue there, going up and down, and little specks of more grey. I don't know, it's alright, it's alright. Anyway, down to the third deck, which I've only just started working on really, properly anyway. And here it is here. So you've got this promenade area. Do you know what this reminds me of? Like an airport waiting lounge. If you just add a load of chairs here, LCD screen with a bunch of flight times. Oh look, you can see the where the planes come in. Anyway, this is that inward version of what I was on about up there. And it goes all the way around the side. I think this looks really cool. I like that quite a lot. You've got viewing on each side here, 2 benches on every side. These 2 rooms here, these are just freshly built. One's got an advanced constructor in because I completely forgot to add a constructor. I'm not even joking. I up until today I forgot about a constructor, so I put that in. Yeah, 9 months in, and I freaking only just remembered that. Over here we've got the med bay, which looks basic as anything. I think this needs a bit more sprucing up, to be honest. It's super plain. But it really is just meant to have everything you need in there. You know, you're not gonna, you shouldn't be spending much time in there. So, but yeah, I like this little back corridor here that it kind of forms, having those 2 rooms there. I think that's pretty cool. And in here you've got the hangar bay. Yes, you can see into the hangar bay, which you have access to further down. You've got these doors here. They go out in here. Pretty awesome, and I will show you momentarily what you can actually fit in here. It's really cool. But anyway, let's continue the tour. This is the unfinished now. We need to bring the torch on. I should have had the torch on up there, sorry. Yeah, it goes all the way down to the bottom of the station. Generators, fuel tanks. I love how you can sort of see into little bits here. I quite like it. You can see the container controllers there. You've got blast doors here. I need to fill this all in. And that goes down to just out of the base. Yeah, like so. So you have access to it down here. If you don't have a teleporter, you still can get into the base, and it's still protected by blast doors as well. So I like that. It is only hardened steel all around, so it feels a bit, not pointless, but it's not the most well protected base. But it does have a lot of turrets on the plus side. You've got loads of flak turrets, which is going to eat into your sathium supply, but because it's hardened steel, you'll only be using about 2,200 sathium, I think it is. And you've got plasma turrets there, which obviously pack a really nice punch. Now, something that I didn't like, I do like this. I love this little almost capsule-esque lift function going on there. I've corrected up here a bit, but it does look a bit too high, doesn't it? Like it feels like it should only be 2 blocks. So I'm thinking of bringing this entire layer down 1. Alternatively, if I add some piping between the 2 layers, it might look a little bit better. And then I might do something a bit similar here. Bring some piping work down, have it come out. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like it could get a bit too complicated. I might not do any piping here. I probably should though, really. So I think I will. Spanjo always says piping's good for you, right? Another thing I don't like as well is this is off-center. It's just the way it's been built, so you can see there's a gap. 1 block there, here, it's right up to the edge, just because of the way, I don't know, the lift where I've put the lift or something. I don't know, I think I built around that first, perhaps. But I'll probably have some stuff, like the biggest antennas sticking out this side, so it kind of looks like it's deliberate, even though it's really not. It's just poor design. I also need to finish off the side bits here. This is the basic texturing that it's going to have. It's very, very plain, I realise. But yeah, I do love this though. I think that's pretty cool. Quite happy with that. Anyway, the Hangar Bay. What can you fit in here? Well, yes, of course, you can fit the Zol Flyer Mark 1. But did you know you can also fit the Zol Flyer, the Mark of the 2? Version 2. Hello, baby. I haven't seen you for a while. You're looking good, aren't ya? That was creepy. Sorry. Let's go ahead and open. Open. You can fit it. It just when it chooses to open. What do you? There we go. It was misbehaving. That wasn't the fault of the ship, though. That was the fault of the game. But yeah, you even got some room to spare, so you can fit the Zol Flyer Mark II or the Mark 1. Mark II doesn't have a warp drive, the Mark 1 does, so it really depends on your need. I like the idea of being able to spawn in something like this just to act as something that protects Echo Point Station, basically. But you can also fit another vessel in here. Yes, you can fit in the King Hog. This big old fat beast right here. See ya. Where'd you go? There you are. The King Hog, which, by the way, is out on the Steam Workshop. That is going to be this month's build. Echo Point being next month's build. And I'm actually happy with the way this has come out now. For ages I've been on the verge of putting it on the workshop, but I just wasn't happy enough of it. It is now exactly 40,000 CPU, and it's a little bit more mobile than it was as well. Like, it actually has stopping power, so you're going full speed ahead, and you can actually slow it down to an extent. Okay? It's also a little bit more maneuverable. The turning is really nice for something that's actually just a big old brick. I'm quite happy with it. You got 4 GATs, 2 homing missiles as well. Sorry, 2? 8. Like, what's wrong with me? Ugh. Yeah, I like it. This is tier 3 as well, so it's a good base attack vessel. Oops. Good base attack vessel, and if you don't want to go all out on a tier 4, you don't, because it is expensive. Something that's tier 4, that's got to be your end game thing. And this is a really good, yeah, if you want to take on a tough base, it can take a pounding as well. The size of just regular steel blocks here, just the pointy bits, the uber pointy bits of steel blocks, I had to downgrade those just to get it under, but the rest of it's hardened steel all around. Just everywhere else, except for like this block here. Even the teeth are hardened steel because you're going to get shot at the cockpit. You can't lose the cockpit. You can lose the guns, but you can't lose the cockpit. So these teeth here, they always take a beating. You'll always be missing a tooth after a fight in this, but you'll be alive. I'll tell you that. So, yeah. Pretty happy with that. But this month, or next month rather, this is Echo Point. I want to finish this. That's kind of my my goal, is to get this done. So today, I guess we'll work on it a little bit. I'm not too sure what bit. Well, do you know what? Actually, let's fill in here, shall we? So, what's the CPU like? It is barely under. Ouch. I mean, can we even fit in that amount? Not really. Yeah, we're at our limit here. Let's go carbon substrate instead. Carbon composite, rather. I'll tweak it in a bit. I'm sure there's a few little bits I can get rid of. Like, I can get rid of these and just put... Man, these windows look much better, though, don't they? I can downgrade a lot of blocks. The truth is, I can downgrade a lot of blocks in this thing. Such as these. So, you know. Yeah. There we go. And so the idea is you get rid of the blast door. In fact, we can probably put these here. Yeah, it's got to be like this, doesn't it? You'd have lights here. That looks cool. Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah. I don't know why I'm starting from the bottom, but it just feels right. Let's do it this way. What sort of lighting do we want all around? I guess we want this. Yeah, let's go like super light all the way round. And then up here. Let's do this, actually. It's just a bit more tactile, I think. And then here we will just put that, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Alright, cool. I should be working in symmetry right now, but there are some subtle differences, I think. Make this super light. Yeah. Some piping there gives it that sort of, you know, only official personnel are meant to be here feeling. Let's bring this down to dark grey, middle grey. You know, that's okay. That's actually alright. I'm happy enough of that. Looks good of the window there. The lines being there. Yeah, that works nicely. That works really nicely, actually. Here, let's go for, I guess, plain. We'll just go for like a plain background here. Make these black. Oh. Very nice. Okay. It's a start. Do I do anything fancy around here? Probably not. Just probably go for some standard wall-ish looking textures. You know, I'm okay with that being like so. You were this, weren't you? And back to this. Yeah, that's okay. That'll do. It's becoming a catchphrase, isn't it? That'll do. Not quite that'll do, pig. That'll do, but you know. I'll still do. Yeah, that looks decent. Still need to set up the floor here. So you've got this sort of texture going on here. Do we think then? Yeah. Dark. Go for the darker. Keep that the base color. I think here we just want to go like that, and then probably blast pad it. Kind of give it that. I guess. So, okay, so here I was thinking of putting a med station. Kind of like you get back and you're in desperate need of, you know, medical attention. Yes, you can just run up here, jump in here, boom. That is meant to be really convenient. And you know what? I think I might keep it that way. What about an O2 station? I think we can justify an O2 station. I always do that. The wrong one. Every time. Is there anything else that's sort of good on a base? No, I don't think so. I don't like the asymmetrical. This needs to be symmetrical. It certainly suits it. Random ATM. maybe. Oh! It's technically concealed, so we would need some sort of ventilation. In fact, I'm going to change this a bit. Go for opposites here. There's no real way to make that sort of look good, is there? I would say anyway. Okay. Do this all around? Maybe we keep it with that material? I think actually maybe we do. Does that show on the other side? It does, doesn't it? You okay with that? I guess so. Just a bit plain. Very unimaginative, but I think it'll do. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, that's okay. Same up there. Alright, cool. Looks deliberate enough, right? Keep the greys. Over here, we need to bring back the blue. The only bit of colour on this station. Only bit. Is that the wrong way? Really, do you go that way? Do you go that way the whole time? Yeah, you do. Okay. Don't know why I thought you were the other way. Turn around to the other way round, but no, it is this way. Make fires. Keep you like that. I'm happy with that. Something a bit more low-key here, I reckon. Not that, that's for sure. Guess that'll do. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. So we've moved up to this deck now. Just a bit worried about it being very, very samey the whole way through. I do think that we can make this the same as the outside of the ship, though. The ship? The station, I should say. Again, it doesn't need to look particularly fancy. It's the idea is meant to look like a, oh okay, not really meant to be in this part. You know, engineers only and all. Okay. I guess that'll have to do. Just need to add lighting, obviously. Let's go ahead and add a couple of panels, like this, for instance. Can you go the other way? Yeah, nice. So it's, yeah, that's pretty good. Lighting. Okay, can we add some funky corner light then? Okay. Device intensity usual 2, usual 10, I guess. Spotlight mode 90 degrees. Let's really open that up to about 130. Yeah, that looks moody, shall we say. As long as you're not showing up here. You are. But it doesn't look bad. Looks fine, actually. As long as it's not wrecking the look up here at all. Okay, cool. coming down here. Oh yeah, yeah. Nice. I love this spotlight. You can just give it whatever sort of tone you want it to have, can't you? Oh no, wait, you need to go sort of here, don't you? Let's go ahead and bring the range down to 5 meters. Go for like a grey. Take it off spotlight mode. Spotlight mode, yeah, that's better. You're still that awful grey texture. I always miss something, every time. Without fail. You bet. I'll make sure that I miss something. You can count on me for that. Okay. Over here we probably want some sort of lighting as such. So let's go range, throw it up to 15. I'd like a nice colour here. Just think that might look... That's just not what I was on about. That's what I was on about. That's what I'm talking about right now. Yeah, this gives it a really nice feel. Gives it a hint of colour the rest of the ship because of the bleed through, but I'm kind of okay with that. Really highlights it from outside. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Wait, did I actually show you getting a King Hog in there? Or did I just go on a rant about how it's the workshop build? I think I just went on a rant. Let's actually put this in here, see how it looks. I imagine with this being bright white as well, it should... Ouch. You'll need to be very precise, but it is absolutely possible. I swear it is. Aha! There you go. You can park it in there. Still get round the back. Looks good in here, doesn't it? Nice. Cool. Okay, right, that just looks like it's a different colour, but it's not. It's fine. Okay. Alright now. Let's... make sure all the windows are the right shade. Yeah, that's fine. Ceiling's good. All looks pretty natural. Cool, I just need to sort out this section here. And, oh yeah, didn't show you the piping bit up here. Pretty nice, huh? Really gives you that airport lounge feel. Do you know what I mean? You must know what I mean, right? It's just, I don't know, something about this whole structure just makes you think of an airport waiting lounge. Maybe I should design some sort of airport. I don't know. Actually, with the those graviton drives in the star salvage scenario, that works quite well because they don't have an up or down like thrust, as it were. So you have to go forward or back. So you kind of need like a runway for anything you build. And, I think that kind of works. Okay, so all I've got to do now is finish off this bit, finish off the texturing of this section here. Might want to do something a bit more interesting with the roof. That's random. It's random, but I think I like it. Maybe some random pipes coming from one side to here. Ooh. Hello? Gives me an idea. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think this is going to be... Oh, what? So close. Let's just sort these ones out first. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I think that works out quite nicely. Let's not go for that texture. I've been using that one to death, so... Unfortunately, that does not connect. Otherwise, that would have been quite good. That does not work. I'm trying to do something different here. So maybe we do just do this. Just for that mid... Oh, that looks nice in that section there. That looks pretty good. And then we actually just go like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. How far over CPU are we? Not much. All I have to do is downgrade like this hardened steel section here. Stuff like that, you know? This is where I completely agree with Reforged. These blocks costing that. It just doesn't really make sense, does it? I do agree with the guys for changing it. I mean, this is all hardened steel, and like there's nothing critical in between. So I can easily just remove some of this. You know, I don't know which blocks in particular. Do the same over here. Just these ones here because I don't know, I have to move something. Okay. Very close. I'll do the rest off camera. Alright, there's so much here I can get rid of. But yeah, there's it's looking pretty good. So I've just got a few bits really to tweak and finish off. So really just adding piping. And obviously I am thinking of getting rid of this. I'd like an opinion on that actually. That's the last thing I'm going to do is remove possibly this middle layer here. We've got those bits there connecting. I could make it like this, but then there'd only be one layer. The reason this works is because it's kind of tucked in under here, so it's still only 3 blocks showing, if that makes sense. So if you look at it from out here, 3 blocks are showing, out here, 3 blocks are showing, like from this angle anyway. But you've got turrets in between, whereas here it's just a bit, I don't know, there's not a lot going on. Adding piping would help. Definitely going to be piping there. No doubt about that. Yeah, and I want to do something cool with this back bit here. Maybe add some piping there as well. That'd be nice. Good old piping, right? Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there for now. Yeah, it's almost finished. So yeah, do let me know what you think. And yeah, this will be going on in the workshop in the month of April, that's for sure. So thanks for watching. I will see you next time.